Welcome back to Angela's Craft Room. Today, the idea of today is I'm going to show you how I made the little dress, the doily dress, on my card. I think that they're just so cute. So to get started, Stampin' Up do have packs of tea lace doilies. There's about 24 in a pack. They're not very expensive, so you could make heaps of them. They'd be fantastic for invitations. So what we're going to do first is we just fold the doily in half, but we don't go right down. So if you can see on the video there, see I've only gone to about there down, okay? Then I'm going to turn it, and I'm just going to fold it to about over to about here, to where the lace part of the doily begins. And then I'm just going to crease it, and then I'm going to turn it over, and I'm just going to fold the top of it, not very much, just fold that back so that when we look at the front we've got that straight piece there. So what I like to do with this piece at the back is I just get a glue dot and just pop it under that little bit that we've folded back, just to hold it down. Okay, so that's the little skirt part. So now we've got to make the bodice. So we're going to use the Stampin' Up heart punch. Hope you can see that heart punch. And I've pre-punched. So I've punched out a piece of cardstock in crumb cake, and then also from the Pretty Petals Designer Series paper stack, I've cut out a heart. So we just want to glue that to the top part, just for it to sit there. So we're going to glue the Designer Series paper, which is the pattern part of the bodice, to the top of the cardstock. So then you've got this cardstock on that side, and you've got the Designer Series paper on that side. Now to make the bodice, we're going to take some scissors and we're going to cut just approximately, I just eyeball it, both sides. That one's not quite as, yeah. So, you know, you can just trim it up to how you like it. Then, we're just going to glue the bottom part underneath the lace. So if you just put that piece down there, and I'm just going to pop that on the skirt onto there like that. Now you can, with your glue dots, just put a glue dot under each tier of lace, because you've got like 1, 2, 3 tiers of lace. So just to hold it in place, put one under there, one under there, and I'll just put one on the bottom, just under there. If it'll just get off my tweezers. So then you've got that, right? Now you need to take, in this instance I've taken a piece of crumb cake, satin stitched. Now on the back I'm just going to put some tear and tape, just a little bit, just across the bodice. I like using the tear and tape because it's not going to move. Now we just lift this piece up. So we've just got the sticky there. Now let's work out which side. So if I put, so then I'm just going to fold one side down like that. Don't worry about what it looks like at the back, we're going to fix that later. So that goes downwards like that. I'll just zoom out for you a little bit. That's at the back, sticking down. Then at the front, what we're going to do is a little twist like that. And let it stick to the back. Then just trim off the back there. Then what I'm going to do is just get my tweezers and just add a couple of diamantes on the front of the bodice. It's such an easy little dress to make, and I just think it looks so cute. And so that's the dress that we've made. So you can see how the little twirls on the ribbon there, and then it's just going to be stuck down like that on the back. Okay, so then I've gone ahead and pre-done one. So I've used basic black 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. Then I've used the Pretty Petals paper stack, designer series paper, with the basic black stitch satin ribbon. And then I've made my little black dress. Now once you've made your dress, because remember we made this dress, so now on the back of the dress you're just going to put 3 strips of tear and tape. So I'll just quickly remove those. Alright, and then I'm just going to position that about there. Just remember, once your tear and tape goes down, you're not going to get it off. So then I have that, and then I've stamped from the Timeless Love stamp set, You Make Me Smile. I've stamped that using the 2" by 1 3/8" oval punch, and I've added some dimensionals on the back. So I'll just take those off. I didn't really think you needed to see me do all the stamping, so then I'm just going to pop that on there. And then you have your finished card. Now I've made 3. That's the black based one. This is pink pirouette based. And this is the crumb cake one based. So they are a very nice card that could be used for all occasions. Now I'll just quickly show you how I do my ribbon. as well on these cards. Not everyone's confident in doing the ribbon. So to get a piece of crumb cake, I've got my designer series paper. So then I'm going to, I would want that down the side there like that. So what I've done is just put a bit of tear and tape at the top there and at the bottom. So I'll just peel that off. This is just a quick tip. So then I'm going to just place, sure I've got a knife. Not sure I do it the right way. Just being careful because I've already put the tear and tape there. So I want it to be, and now it's going to stick to the paper, isn't it? I want it to be about there, so just turn it over. So I'm just going to stick that down like that and stick that side down like that and give it a bit of a trim. So then you've got your piece of ribbon already happening down here, because I find if you put glue dots under here, I find that it leaves like a bulky look, which I don't like. So then I'll just get a bit of wet glue. Just to show you how I do that. Then what I normally do is, which I will do, just to show you, I just, on the ribbon, because wet glue and ribbon, it just doesn't seem to want to stick. So I always put a piece of tear and tape on my ribbon on the back of the card. And then I just lift that up, and then using the grid paper, just line your base of your card along a grid line, and then I just eyeball where I want this to be. So about there. Now in some cases you can just move the ribbon a little bit at the top because we've used the wet glue. So like that. Then the little piece that I cut off, I just thread that underneath like that, and I simply tie a knot. It's just a different effect rather than having to do a bow all the time. And then I'm just going to snip that off where I want it. Snip that off about there. And there we go. There's another lovely way that you can embellish your cards with your ribbon. And then you could just, the one that we made earlier would fit nicely on there, and then you'd have your sentiment up here. So I hope you'll have a go at making these dresses, because I've just really come addicted to making them, and I just love making them. That's the 3 that we've done today. So I hope you find this tutorial useful, and I look forward to seeing you next time.